Men's final, Junction 7. Smaug versus Alba. Dominic Knight shoots deep for Fraser McDonald. Outside the pitch, well defended. Callum Easton, Phil Webb. Webb to Easton. Easton shoots deep. Long versus Dimitrov. Turnover. Long, shooting deep to Mladenovic. Dish it to Connor Hill. Easy goal, 1-0 Smaug.
Yeah, cover. No coming. Come on, Smaug! David! Inside! Walk! Nice, Hayden!
So D-line, Alba, we've got Ben, Cal Easton, Pullen, Jimmy, Sam Finley, Danny Strasser, Johnny Shaw and Jack Hughes.
Good on, boys! Great pull! Great pull!
Will Collier picking up. Puts it in the middle, Fraser McDonald.
Big force, pick
Oh,
called.
looks deep. There's a pick called.
Smaug picking up some assassins who were just back from Chevy training, I hear. Strasser on force. Easton under. Sam Finley.
Guiding Harry Glasspool.
Up! Pick called again on Jack Hughes.
Smaug's superb offensive spacing, creating a lot of picks.
Let's go, D! We're home!
Johnny Shaw busting deep.
Lexi Long gets free up the line. Has Fraser McDonald.
Open side pass. Up!
That's the goal. McDonald to Connor Hill.
Nice calm offense from Smaug, minus the picks.
Yeah, Carlo Connor Hill scoring 100% of Smaug's goals so far. It's 2-1. Schechter with the disc in the middle of the pitch. Looking forwards, has Ridley, guarded by David Steedman. Brown back to Schechter. Has the big Neil going deep. Agnew to Webb. Webb has Ridley going deep. Swings to Brown. Brown points. Agnew, a pick. Brown with the disc. Alba in kind of a vert stack. Three handlers. Brown trying to reset the disc. Schechter gets free from Lasky. Goes around to Webb. No immediate continuation. It's Brown again, resetting the disc at will here. Over to Ridley. Ridley looking for Agnew. Close bid by Bennett. No immediate continuation there. Ridley looking for Webb. Alba on the doorstep, has Brown, looks it off, going to Schechter, being patient. Ridley, ooh, looks off Dimitrov around, goes inside to Agnew, goal. Calm, composed Alba offense, not exactly flowing into the end zone, but waiting for the right shots, sticking it in, 2-2.
Easton to full.
Johnny was free, but I was a second waiting. Coach got there.
Full.
Long with the disc, GB men's handler, goes inside to Kurzbach, back to Long, he's a dribbling. It's Glasspool back to Collier, Collier to Glasspool.
Great foul.
Great foul there. Kurzbach with the disc to Glasspool. Alba's zone slowing down. Smaug. This give go looking pretty crisp. Collier shoots deep for McDonald. Ridley and Easton there in the area.
That's a great follow-up defense there from Cal Easton.
Knocked away in a conciliatory hair rub from Easton. He signalled he's going to bring it to the front of the line and not do Connor Hill dirty by launching it from the back.
Smart decisions here from this offense.
Smart decisions, look. In a kind of horizontal setup, but with a big spread.
A bit of a boost coach there. Carl with the dad backhand.
Goes to Ben Jenkins.
Fab, Johnny Shaw. It's a great look, Ben. Johnny Shaw just can't quite take it down.
Going match D here.
Johnny Shaw sporting his Irish accent for the weekend.
Jenkins locates his mark.
Cal's dropped off to help out deep.
Connor Hill dancing in the lane, not free. Long looking for a reset.
Oh.
Glasspool comes to the rescue, has Collier, shoots deep, guarded by Ridley. Easy D there. Ridley gets a move into Jenkins. Finds Shaw. Shaw looking deep, doesn't fancy it. Has Easton up the line. Easton's a shooter, but not this time.
Get off that line.
And Alba really making Smaug work for this offensive hold here, getting the disc a few times. Smothering defense on the first pass again. Solid resets from Smaug. Looking for McDonald, wide open. Has Long going deep, but there was a deep poach. And an out of bound calls by Jenkins. Looking at the sideline. Some discussion.
Checking with Ollie Brown.
Good perspective if needed from this sideline.
It's been retracted. Cheeky lefty there from Fraser.
Good.
Looking to reset.
Alba defense really working hard here, making the open side passes really tough. Connor Hill looking for goal. Smart defense, sacking off into the way. Long looks for Connor Hill, closely defended by Johnny Shaw. Another call, bit stop-start this game. Connor Hill finds Glasspool in the front corner of the end zone. Stuffs it into Collier. Beautiful. 3-2. Smaug hold. Bennett pulls. It's deep into the Alba end zone. And it lands in. Rolls out. Brown brings it to the front of the end zone. Brown, a sweet play from Alba. Webb has the disc, swings it wide. Looking for a reset, finds Webb again. Cagnew around, looking deep. A injury call. Mladenovic clutching his ankle there.
It's a wee bit windy.
Being an injury substitution. Mladenovic has come on, has come off. Connor Hill has substituted onto the field. Agnew with the disc. Goes inside for Schechter. Too far. Turnover. Knight to pick up the disc, it seems. Vertical stack. Knight shoots deep for Mosley. Nice bit of wind there. Mosley goes deep. Too far. Delta. Nice pepper mill there. Schechter has the disc. Looking for options. Finds Webb around. Around back ends, really doing work for the Alba O-line. Schechter has Agnew. Free again under. Shoots deep. Disc bounces. Connor Hill versus Webb. Webb reads it better, reels it in. 3-3. Alba hold. Easton to pull. Another good pull. It's deep into the Smaug end zone. Fielded by Collier. To Long. Sweet play from Smaug, taking a leaf out of the Alba playbook. McDonald looks off the around back end. Resets to Long. Long has a wide open Glasspool in the middle of the pitch. Glasspool has Greer going. Long with the disc, looking downfield, has Mladenovic. Points to Collier. McDonald again. Smaug resetting the disc pretty well. Struggling to get any real flow going. Long again. Has Steedman in front. Goes around Shaw with the nice poach attempt. And it's a foul on the throw. Luff calls foul.
Keep working, boys.
Uncontested foul from Shaw. Luff resets to Long. Long to Glasspool. Glasspool has Steedman in the middle of the field. Steedman has the disc. Looking for Long in the centre of the pitch. Tries to reset. Gets it around to Glasspool. Alba's downfield defence doing work. And a good save there from Glasspool. Keeps the possession alive. Long looking at Glasspool. Again, nice poachers from Alba to slow down the deep game. Another nice switch there. Long has the disc. Looking back to Luff. Luff finds Steedman. It's high. Webb gets a piece. Long almost saves it. Easton looking deep for Shaw. Shaw bids, but too far on the throw. Really good idea from Alba there to try and get the cheeky break as quickly as possible. Too far. Long has the disc. finds McDonald in the centre of the pitch. Deep poach from Strasser. Alba really working well on the far side deep poaches. Greer has the disc, has Long in the centre. Long, double cut. Steedman shoots deep for Glasspool. Just outside the end zone, Glasspool has McDonald. McDonald going around, Glasspool takes it. Goal! McDonald scores. 4-3 to Smaug. Bennett with the pull. Deep again. Brown to Christou. Christou, Schechter. Schechter has Agnew going deep. Blocked by Cod. Cod to Knight. Knight looking for an option. High stall count. Gets it off. Stall count called by Christou. Second opinions coming in saying stall out. And Christou's declined the stall out. This is going to stay with Connor Hill. Smaug slipping into an end zone set. Violations were called by Schechter, saying Lasky move. Knight in isolation. Connor Hill resets. Knight looking forward to Mosley. Mosley on the doorstep. Looking for a break for Smaug. Throws it up the line. Connor Hill, goal! Connor Hill with his third score of the game. Smaug up 5-3. Both teams sending out very similar lines. Bennett to pull again. And is close to the sideline. Out. Rick's ball. Brown has the disc. Horizontal stack from Alba. Brown still looking downfield. Throws under to Agnew. Agnew sends deep. Kurzbach against Schechter. A turnover. Vertical stack called from Smaug. Collier picking up. Alba orchestrating a poaching set. There's a player deep over here. Glasspool looks to reset. Kurzbach to Mazin. Mazin on the sideline. Has Cod inside. Has Kurzbach as a reset. Takes the reset. Kurzbach finds Glasspool. Alba leaving poached players. Dawson, the floater, looking for a player to mark. Collier shoots for Bennett. First time's managed to get single coverage, and Agnew rises up, gets a D.
He goes up early.
Agnew making a play there. Saves the disc. Delta's being called. Flawless Delta execution, whatever it might be. Webb has the disc. Looks for an under. Ridley closely defended by Collier. Agnew looks off. There's an open player. Can Agnew find them? Goes around to Schechter. Schechter finds Christou. Kind of stagnant flow here. Not a ton happening with the throwers. Neither team really shutting down the other's resets. Schechter shoots deep. Two deep poachers. Wilfred and Mazin double team that and get the disc moving instantly. Hamilton and Mazin. Mazin swings over to Bennett. Bennett finds Glasspool. Glasspool scuba into the infield. Hamilton with the disc has a seated Glasspool. Hamilton looking to reset, has Bennett behind. Takes the pass. And just too far for Cod there. Easton to pull again for Alba. Pulls a bit short. Fielded by Knight. Given to Long. Central handler for this offensive line. Isolation play on McDonald. McDonald looks for Greer. Greer has Long in the centre of the pitch. Back in on the forehand side. Gets to Long, back to McDonald. McDonald to Connor Hill. Connor Hill back to McDonald. McDonald shoots deep. Greer all alone. Goal to Smaug. Smaug holding on to their lead. Smaug's D-line going out. Bennett looking to pull, having matched everyone up accordingly. Big pull from Bennett. Going deep into the Alba end zone. Fielded to the front. Dawson to Brown. Brown has Ridley at the front, closely defended by Collier. Ridley finds Agnew. Agnew looking ahead, not seeing much. Smothering defense here from Smaug. Gets the reset out to Webb. Webb defended everywhere. Brown manages to sneak free. Good defensive pressure. Brown shoots a little short, but Agnew's able to reel it in. Agnew has Christou coming upfield in front. And a backhand on the forehand side leads to a short turf. He'll wish he's had that one back. And Bennett pushing forward into the cutting space. Collier to pick up. As Bennett and Glasspool in front of him. Dimitrov with the sag. This comes to Lasky. Lasky looking around. Resets to Cod. Cod not seeing a lot of action downfield. Cod shoots deep, but well defended by Christou. Little short, under head height, was able to get a hand on it. The impressive 7-foot frame of Neil Dawson to pick up the disc. Dawson looking downfield. There's some kind of stoppage, perhaps a pick. Dawson with the disc. Has Webb in front. Webb looks up line. Has Dawson. Dawson swings around to Brown. Brown looking for Dimitrov. Looks it off. Has Ridley. Ridley looking front side to Agnew. Good coverage from Smaug. Pit call. Close match defense from Bennett. The switch has happened. Smart. This to be tapped in by Collier. And we're in. Ridley has Agnew in front. Goes break side. Upside down backhand fake. He throws those. Agnew back to Brown. Smaug defense holding fast. Hammer. Blown coverage to Ridley. Reeled it in. Blown coverage there. Bit of a miscommunication between Lasky and Collier. Leads to a poached player. Easy hammer goal for Ali Brown. He's got a diverse throwing toolkit, not afraid to get it out. Alba's D-line goes to work with another Callum Easton pull. Just to front of the end zone. Centre to Long. Around to Knight. It's a zone.
Yes, Ben! Nice work, Ben. Keep it up, keep it up.
Long quarterback in this offense. A lot of pointing. Luff wants to get rid of the disc. Goes around, finds Greer.
This is great, Alba, this is great.
Greer, blade through the middle, finds Knight. Knight, looking for Long again. Long back to Knight. Knight goes around to Luff.
Danny, no one. Danny, you got no one. Yep.
A lot of small ball give go here.
Switch.
Wide open player in Greer.
Good, Dan.
Greer looks off Steedman.
Johnny in. Johnny Shaw, Fraser.
Knight with the disc, long. McDonald, defended by Shaw, can't take that over the top.
Johnny, it's just Fraser.
Alba's zone, waiting for Smaug to make a mistake rather than forcing tough pressure on them. Ambitious throw over the top. Greer takes it, immediately puts it. McDonald versus Shaw. McDonald reels in. Nice from there. The loopy throw over to Greer, slightly pulled in Shaw, but couldn't recover. Bennett, pull. Floaty but short. Rolls, Brown to Dawson. Oh, and that could be a costly error in the front of the end zone. Pull field goes slightly wrong. Dawson trying to find his player. Mazin isolated in front of the disc. Long, looks around. Goal. Slight lapse in error. Lapse in concentration. That is half. 8-5. Smaug are up against Alba. Second half. Smaug on defense. Bennett, a high rolling pull. Schechter to field. Gets it well. To Brown. Brown finds Ridley. Ridley looking for Agnew. Collier gets a piece on that. Reset to Agnew. Agnew to Christou. Alba's downfield, cutters struggling to get free. Strasser on disc, marched by Long, who's been playing a lot of offense this game. Schechter to Agnew. Agnew has Dawson. Looks to get rid of the sagging Smaug defense. Christou back to Schechter in the middle of the pitch. There was a call which has been retracted by Cod, but it seems the disc might go back. They've agreed the disc should go back to Christou. Christou has Schechter. Gets him. Schechter. Both teams sagging off deep. They know how strong the other team's deep game is, making it hard for cutters to get free. And a floater into the middle of the pitch, pulled down. Connor Hill goes wide to Cod. Cod has Long in front, dishes. Easy goal for Smaug there. Smaug's defense trying to push Alba under, make them grind the unders, not giving them those easy hooks. And Alba being unable to really generate any flow. Score is 9-5. Smaug on defense. Both teams making changes. This is no longer starting D line versus starting O line. Both teams with personnel mix-ups. Schechter fields to Easton, goes across field to Brown. Brown has Agnew in the centre of the pitch, looks deep, but a deep poach from Greer. Agnew's got some work to do, but Greer stays big, gets that disc out of the way. Nice peel off. Both teams are very wary of the hooking game. They've been good at trying to slow it down. Alba with a deep poach out in the lane. Greer has the disc. Doesn't look long. DK. Dominic Knight goes around, has a interesting reset patterns. Mosley has the disc. Has a wide open Hamilton in front of the disc, but a pick has been called. Greer with the nice knee slide saves that. Has been and Hamilton is returned to the caring attention of Gabe Schechter. And Hamilton going early on his cut there. Mosley surveys the field, resets to Knight. Knight has Kurzbot going up line, marked by Dimitrov, looked off, goes inside, finds Lasky. Lasky looks deep for Greer, but a deep poach from Agnew returns the favour. Greer's got a poach block on Agnew, and now Agnew's all back. Shaw looking long, has Schechter all alone. Schechter reels it in on the doorstep, has Dimitrov and a lot of defenders to deal with. Goes around into Easton, and that's a hold for Alba, bringing the score to 9-6. Easton pulls inbounds. Connor Hill fields to Collier. Alba possibly in a bit of a zone setup here, looking to slow down Smog's offense. Last time they did this, it was pretty effective. Will Smaug have more success this time? Glasspool to Connor Hill, working the small ball, finds Luff. Luff surveys, goes lefty backhand through the centre, but that could be costly. Short field turnover. Strasser to pick up. Strasser has Easton isolated in space, but instead takes the pass up the line. Looks for Finlay, goes around to Easton. Easton has Webb, dumps disc. Looking inside, has Jenkins, but that is a pick, and the disc is coming back. Alba's offense in a sticky situation. Easton has to disc. Has Jenkins in the lane. Good stacking structure. Over to Webb. Not a ton happening, and now perhaps too much happening. Webb to Easton. Easton back to Webb. Webb getting free from previous teammate Harry Glasspool. Easton finds Finlay on the doorstep, has Dimitrov in front of the disc. Looks off the around, has Easton up the line. Finlay takes the swing, has Jenkins wide open, Dimitrov holding the disc. Lots of force pressure from McDonald. Dimitrov in trouble, high stall situation, floats it over the top. Webb has the disc, looking to cool things down, goes inside, finds Jenkins. Goal to Alba, and with that they get to within 2 points. The score is 9-7. Good composure from Alba, waiting for those one good shots and a really nice inside break to bring the score to 9-7. Nice pull from Easton. Long over to Knight. Right, back to Long. Alba coming back with the zone. Been effective at slowing down Smaug, but nice give-go moves between Mazen and Long. Brings the disc to half field. Mazen back to Glasspool. Glasspool goes around. Smaug moving the disc at a high tempo here.
He's dropping behind you, Johnny. He's dropping behind you.
Perhaps slowing down a little. Not a ton of downfield options, a lot of people congested around the disc. Long back to Glasspool. Glasspool looking to keep the disc moving. Everyone very close to the cup, meaning it's just very effective. Long has Knight upfield. Goes around to Mosley. Mosley swings back to Mazen. Mazen finds Glasspool. Glasspool back to Mazen. Mazen goes around to Mosley. Back to Mosley. Looking around. Mazen has Knight. Knight upfield. Finds Collier. Bit surprised there. Collier. Back to Knight. Knight has Collier again inside this kind of spread three-man cut. Possibly more of a 2-3-2 from Alba. A crash in the cup, that's a big swing. Glasspool versus Easton, and a costly mistake there. Alba's patience with the zone and clamping down at the right time has really paid off there. Pretty sure the zone's not 2-2-2. Or maybe I'll figure it out, just ask someone. Finlay to pick up the disc. The left-handed player, ready to put in some work. Shaw up the line. Takes it. Not in. Glasspool calls him out of the pitch. Not sure if there is a consensus about where his feet were. There's an opinion on field. Sidelines being consulted. Let's find out who has the stronger call game. Who can make a better case and persuade everyone that it was the right thing. And it seems like Alba wins this particular call. Shaw manages to hold on to the disc. And there is some fiddling and faffing around the end zone. Alba into that end zone stack quite close to the disc. Shaw opts to not stuff it into the massive humanity at the front cone. Finds Easton. Easton surveying many cuts. Back in on the forehand side. Finds Christou. Christou finds Easton. Easton looking around. Mirror sag from Knight. Solid swing from Christou. Christou finds Webb. Webb back and forehand side. Agnew. Agnew back to Easton. Easton looks at goal. Finlay scores, stares down his opponent. Albatross. The score here is 9-8. I'm really heating up. Alba. Easton with the pull. Little short. Fielded between Long and Mazin. And Alba bring back the zone. 3-2-2 maybe. Just 3-3-1. 3-3-1 so hot right now. A collection of numbers for sure. Connor Hill gets the disc over to Long. Long looking around. We're no way through the Alba Cup, so they go around. Smaug trying to stay dynamic. Finds Steedman in a soft spot. Steedman dumps to Long, has wide open swings, takes Mazin. Mazin to Connor Hill. Connor Hill has Greer. Just sees him too late. Mazin to Long. Long has Greer in space, standing in a soft spot. Collier. Pointing. Finds Long. Long has Collier again inside the cup.
You can pinch in, Cal. You can pinch in, Cal.
Mazin with the spin move gets it out to Collier. Collier to Long. Defense momentarily on the back foot. And that is the transition to match defense from Alba. Collier finds Mazin. Mazin looks for Greer. Marked out by Strasser. Good force. Connor Hill bounces back in the centre of the field. Connor Hill takes the disc back again. Goes upfield. Looks around for Steedman. Defended by Ridley. Goal! Alba are applying more defensive pressure but unable to get a turnover. 10-8 to Smaug. 10-8 to Smaug. Bennett with the pull. Sends it deep into Alba territory. Oh, just lands on the end zone line. Dawson has the disc, has Strasser in the middle of the field. Alba's hoe stack collapsing very close to the disc. Agnew, dynamic captain, has Ridley in the centre of the pitch. Ridley looking for Schechter, very involved in play this game so far. Schechter has the disc. Finds Brown, who's been sneaking away downfield. Agnew finds Ridley. Ridley looks for Strasser. Been able to get a clean deep shot off. Strasser against Glasspool. Strasser reels it in. A convincing hold for Alba there against Smaug's match defense. Score is 10-9. Alba within one. Alba's D-line. Easton with the pull. Hangs.
Especially now that we've gotten one, the belief is there.
Over to Long. Long finds McDonald in the middle. Alba in more of a match defense. McDonald looks off Steedman. Has Knight. Knight has Connor Hill going deep. Puts it out in front. Connor Hill has to put on the burners, but reels it in. Connor Hill's 4th goal of the game, perhaps. And the hook game is back. Bennett pulling.
Another great pull! Touch your man!
Dawson finds Christou. Christou in the middle of the field. Can't get anything going. Smaug in a poaching set. And that's an errant swing out the side of the pitch. Be disappointed with that. Gives a short field to Smaug. Can they be clinical and punch this one in?
11-9.
The score is 11-9. This could be 12-9. Alba needs a heroic goal line stand. Bennett has Mazin isolated in space. These two have played together before. And initial look, well defended by Alba. Mazin with the disc in the handler space. Goes inside to Bennett. Bennett surveying the field. A pick called from the stack. Alba's defence holding firm so far. Bennett has Cod in front of the disc. Looks for Glasspool around. Glasspool has Luff in front. Has Bennett behind. Still looking. Has Mazin. And easily defended from Danny Strasser there. The left hand snaffles away the pretty obvious over-the-shoulder backhand. And Alba has the disc again. Smaug in a poaching zone set. Smaug counting passes. Agnew with the disc. Sends to Christou. Alba offense still trying to figure out what this defense is. And a bit of uncertainty between Agnew and Christou leads to another short field turnover. Smart strats from Smaug. Throw something new at the offense, tries to slow them down, and there you see it works. Bit of uncertainty can throw off even the best players. Bennett goes around to Cod. Goal. Big spike from Cod. The score is 12-9. Smaug are up against Alba. Seem to have them on the ropes here. Bennett to ball for the Smaug D-line. Throws high. Lands front of the end zone. A little short. Centre to Easton. Smaug in a similar zone set. More of a 3-3-1 here. Finds Agnew. Brown. Looks deep for Bennett. Oh, for Schechter. Bennett.
Yes!
Brown finds Schechter. Timeout called from Schechter. Brown with the audacious throw. Manages to chip Bennett to the wide open Schechter. Alba instantly reset to Easton. Easton. Foul has been called. Disc is staying with Easton. Easton has the disc. Looking inside. Finds Ridley, but a pick call. Tricky to cut to the break side from the middle of the stack without a pick being called. Easton looks inside for Agnew. Agnew has Brown. Brown, centre of the pitch, looks to swing it. Has Shaw. Reels it in past the bidding Hamilton. Great over-the-shoulder spike. No, I think you can make a case to convert it to a foul. If it affects it, yeah. And Alba back in the zone set. Webb and Jenkins at the front, supported by Jack Efron. Sure. Behind that, Dimitrov and Strasser working the wings, and Finlay out to one side. Lots of pointing from Smaug. Long fakes, gets it tonight, and then gets it back again. Long finds Hill, Connor Hill. Knight swings to Kurzbach, Kurzbach big fake. Long, quarterback in this offense, takes another shot around the outside of the cup. Smaug able to move it, but not very convincingly. Lots of players back behind the disc. Interesting to see how they go forwards from here. Calls from Be Boring, which for the neutrals is less exciting than a turnover into the middle of the field. Easton has the disc. Looks behind for Webb. Connor Hill, fierce defense, and it's a hammer throw out into space and to no one. Great defense there. Finlay maybe upset about that one. Alba looking to go again. Long finds Connor Hill around. Connor Hill has many people standing in space. Connor Hill back to Glasspool. Smaug forced back into their own end zone. Noise intensifies from the sideline. Glasspool looking around. Connor Hill has Knight. Knight looking around. Has Connor Hill. Smaug not really taking on and penetrating through this zone. Till perhaps now. Connor Hill gets it to Glasspool. Glasspool looking around, goes inside, finds Long, acres of space. Long gets it back to Greer, and Smaug are off to the races. Strasser dropping to cover no one. But Kurzbach sneaks deep. And Connor Hill calls timeout. Base T-shape with the disc. Bit of discussion with Dimitrov. Connor Hill taps the disc in. Resets to Long. Long has McDonald. McDonald dumps to Glasspool. Glasspool finds Long. Long has continuation tonight. Sees it. Goal to Smaug. A hold. 13-9. Smaug pulling away perhaps. Bennett pulls high. Disc lands. Fielded just inside the end zone. Schechter and Smaug have come out with the zone again. Some aggressive FSU type defense with three handlers at the back. Bit of a diamond around the outside. And Agnew shoots over the middle to Ridley. And it's a little short. Perhaps a shadow D from Cod there, doing just enough to put the offense off. Bennett calling vertical stack. Collier to pick up the disc. Has Mazin. Mazin goes deep, leaving Cod open under. Cod takes the disc, looks up the line, but blades into the floor. An interesting decision there. But I'm sure not the throw that he had intended to throw. Schechter to pick up the disc and attempt to navigate this tricky Smaug zone. Alba of Dimitrov way deep. Has Dawson in the centre of the field. Looks around, but Cod intercepts the pass, scoring the Callahan. An interception with a goal, and Alba will be disappointed with that. Ali Brown trying to lead his receiver out into space, but just found Cod a way to sneak into the end zone. Score is 14-10. The game will be played as the first team to 15. Bennett pulls
Let's get there! Let's go, Will!
his 14th pull of the game. Shaw with the disc, trying to go through the very similar, identical Smaug zone. Easton goes to Agnew. Agnew toes the line. Has the disc in the centre of the pitch, looking around for options, finds Strasser. Strasser puts it through the middle to Schechter. Schechter, and now this Smaug zone could be in trouble. Shaw goes inside, transition into match. Webb has Strasser charging up line. Called as not in. Strasser travel called. Goes around to Easton. Easton with the disc on the doorstep. Looking for Schechter. Goes around to Strasser. Strasser reels it in around the Brit mark. Fakes the back of the forehand side, goes Hamilton, tips, Shaw hangs on and dunks it over his shoulder before saluting the sky. And Alba looking confident out there, perhaps throwing caution to the breeze, willing to put it all on the line at 14-11, game to 15. Could this be the heroic comeback to win Junction 7? Get over the finish line. Pull doesn't seem to come in bounds. Long picks up the disc, calls a vertical set, stuffs it into the front of the end zone for a goal, and that is Smaug winning the title.